Yeah, mic check. Turn my levels up, I'm excited.
Let's get it, man. Again.
Yeah, we got special guests in the building.
Yes,
We're
sir.
gonna get to that. But before we get to that, we're gonna get to this. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. And by me, I mean us. And by us, I mean I go by the name of Old Lou.
Hey, it's your boy Swann in here.
Tone nice.
Yeah, couldn't be here today. He's in Colorado, getting that legal.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
Good gas out there, man.
Allegedly.
We can't confirm nor deny either.
Yeah. So before we get into our special guest, man, we're going to get into this Old Lou mix.
Yes, sir.
If you don't know ALL Cheese, you know what I'm saying? I always start off with a mix, man, right? Okay. And this mix always has a meaning, whether it's a shout out to a special genre or person, rapper, singer, whatever. Just whatever I'm feeling. But this time, I'm feeling a little different. Okay. Now, before I get into the real mix, I want to get into a song. Start off with good vibes, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. First things first, rest in peace, Bobby Caldwell. If you don't know who Bobby Caldwell is, let me reintroduce you.
Man, come on, better get familiar.
Yes, sir. Pour up, roll up, catch this vibe. Eat your edibles.
Every black barbecue right here, boy.
Yeah.
Every black family reunion.
Hey,
rest in peace, Bobby Caldwell. Fun fact.
He was whiter than a motherfucker.
Whiter than a motherfucker. People don't know that, bro. I was gonna get to that. They didn't know that.
Got a thing for you, and I can't.
Yeah. Shout out to Big Cheeze live over there. Yeah. We live, baby.
Well, I'm in the day.
Rest in peace once again to the whitest black dude you ever met in your life.
I came back to let you know.
Let's get it.
Got a thing for you, and I can't let it go.
We call this, where I'm from, we call this white soul. I know they can't hear us on the line, but just know we ain't catching the vibe.
What you won't do for love. You tried everything, but you don't give up. In my world, only you.
All right, man, enough of this frail shit. Let's get into it.
What I would.
Let's see. Let's get into this shit, man. We got Big Cheeze in the motherfucking building.
Ain't no such thing as a plain entourage, you know?
Put your kids to sleep.
I've been getting the bag. Before I came from the hood, I had to wash up with a red.
It's a fellas night.
On Father's Day, the closest I had to a dad.
Shout out Puerto Rico.
Across the street, won't beef. They wanted me dead, and I be out of my mind. My
Dominican Republic.
I be missing these bags and glitch in the streets. I can't even trust my peak. I can't go without drinking a week. I can't leave without freaking my bitch. I don't trust how I watch up.
Mic check. Everybody good?
1,000 don't make them a G. I was broke, I was
yeah, everybody sounds sweet.
I couldn't even go pay my lease. Told the fans I ain't no cheat. High E and she wear GG. On the block, all strikers on E. They'll try to indict you for free.
So happy you came to join us.
So you can't wipe my knee.
Can't leave Paul alone. The game needs me.
I'm from the rack, but these
niggas needs us.
Put him in music and make him an album.
Shout out
bodies. I play sleep all 3 days. Ain't give my answer.
Let's see what I'm gonna go with next.
But some of them dead, but some.
Let's keep it going.
These don't need cash on.
We on that grimy shit tonight, Swann.
Got it.
Yeah.
Man, you need to play some good.
I got my brother's name in the bio. I remember running away from a Tahoe. I win these niggas down, but they ain't cry though. For the young
it's that Big Cheeze next though.
Bitches ain't fucking, she thinking I'm giving her money. I told her little bitch skedaddle. Me, I'm a real one, you gotta come show me you fucking before I even pay for the travel. I'm in the track rolling up runs, ran out of woods, past me a gravel. I done seen niggas y'all used to look up to back then become my shadow. I got watches cost me a half a ticket, it ain't got diamonds in it. If you smoke, you can't sell it. I'm be real, it's bad for business. F.A. Rari, who said sorry, that car fast, past the limit. Pull up to matches, I don't even put on the mask.
Let's keep this shit going, Cheese.
Hey, yo. Tell them to put the mix down on the floor. So we can walk in here like kings. Big steppers on
We're
me.
here by God's grace.
Dog, what up, though? Snowman, holla at me.
This, that, and the other, baby.
Put the minks down, not for real, summertime, all the freaks out.
Yeah.
Naughty ham still slapping off of 3 fast.
Whoa.
The feds 3 times.
Turn down the 808s.
Kept it solid, nigga, each time. I'm 10 out of 10, still trying to free mass. This ain't a regular bin, this is S6. Get money, fuck hoes, and stretch shit. Y'all ain't even see my best yet.
Yes, sir.
I got 9, fuck the next nigga. I ain't even gotta check niggas. 1/3 for certain, nigga play with me, die in a hurry. 50 camp people fighting a murder, and they retired my jersey. But
Oh, that is rapping, Swann.
Block till with a switch. Still
Yeah,
hit the mix,
man.
everybody calling dudes a nigga. Big homie, but the love.
Living legend in the flesh. Had $1 million back when I was wearing guests. 2
Yes, sir.
Had a Nina left. 100 in the dough panel, got it leaning to the left. Pyrex glass handle, yeah, shout out to my chef. Kitchen fork, warm water, yeah, shout out to myself. Sitting on them paper towels, hey, but I'ma need some plastic. Weigh these and flip those, yeah, we doing gymnastics. On me, count a million with my eyes closed. And I can whip a hoe in with a blindfold. And I can get them to your nigga next day. Yeah, where you at, nigga, next day. Yeah, black tape, nigga, great tape, seal.
Yeah.
V-cut, peel. God bless you,
Yeah.
Scorpion, stamp. Young version, yeah, the off-white.
Let's get it. Rest in peace, Bankroll Fresh.
Trey. Yeah.
Dope boy, 95 Air Max on.
Cheer.
Came from up the road, boy, you know we tax home. You want a whole thing, hit me on the black phone. Hood nigga, hot Cheeto, what I snack on. Hood nigga, it ain't nothing to get you wet home. Trap nigga serving back to back, John. Rap nigga wanna be a trap nigga clone. Standing in the kitchen with my white beater on. Telling dope back to back, straight drop it's all there.
What's all that? Just ran through the bag, it's all there.
Yeah. We get it together.
It's all there.
28, 36, 1,000, all there.
Dope back to back, straight drop it's all there.
What's all that? I just ran through the check, it's all there.
Let's keep this thing going.
I want to hear all that. I don't want to hear none of that. Talking about what you need, all this shit. Fuck that shit. I don't remember none of that shit.
I don't play too much Future.
That dog with niggas one feet. Where your ass was at, dog with bitches didn't eat. Where your ass was at, dog with niggas tried to run off. Where your ass was at, dog made me put his gun out. Where your ass was at, dog you went and switched sides. Where your ass was at, dog with niggas spread lies. Where your ass was at, dog I'm about to come slide. Where your ass was at, dog when I was serving pie. Where your ass was at, dog with niggas one feet. Where your ass was at, dog with bitches didn't eat. Where your ass was at, dog with niggas tried to run off. Where your ass at, dog made me put his gun out. Where your ass was at, dog when I was in Pyrex. Where your ass was at, dog when I was drinking high tech. Where your ass was at, dog came through the project. Where your
Yeah, let's keep it going.
Real dope dealers for real.
Yeah, man. Let's get it.
Push it.
Mike will murder.
Young nigga move that dope. Young nigga move that dope, baby, move that dope, baby, move that dope. Young nigga move that dope. Young nigga move that dope. Young nigga move that dope, baby, move that dope, baby, move that dope. Young nigga move that dope. Young nigga move that dope. Young nigga move that dope, baby, move that dope, baby, move
Pour
that
up the
dope.
boom boom.
Young nigga move that dope. Young nigga move that dope. Young nigga move that dope, baby, move that dope, baby, move that dope.
Splash a line.
Young nigga move that dope.
Whipping the yam, whipping and flipping the yam. Turning her brick to a lamb, re-rocking the dope. Soon as it get off your road, keeping it soft like a meat. Go to my link, coke in the sink. Chopping that work like a karate. Serving a new Maserati. In a brand new Maserati.
Let's cheers it up. Let's cheers it up.
Sashing and hiding from 12.
Special guest in the building. Yes, sir. This,
Serving
that,
the
the
rasta,
other.
yeah. Beating that China like who's a kitchen. Whipping that fishing for a cat. Breaking no syrup and rolling
That line make a difference.
myself a boss in the plug. Either way you put it, nigga, I'm good. Triple salute, nigga, straight out the hood. Back of soda, water splash and scale. Fucking my right up.
Yeah, let's keep it going.
the other.
Yeah, yeah. You already know it's the motto. Just talk to him.
Working on a weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end.
You got
like
family in the house tonight, Swann.
Niggas swear they passed us, they doing
Been a
too
long
much.
time coming, huh?
Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts.
Yeah.
Niggas caught me slipping once, okay, so what? Someone hit your block up, I tell
So
you.
happy to be here.
Man, a house in Rosewood, this shit too plush. Say my day's a number, but I keep waking up. Know you see my text, baby, please say something. Wine by the glass, man, a cheapskate, huh?
Yeah.
Niggas gotta move on my release day, huh? Bitch, this is fame, not clout. I don't even know what that's about. Watch your mouth.
You locked in.
Got an ego twice the size of the crib. I can never tell a shit, it is what it is. But said what I had to and did what I did. Never turn my back.
Got a bunch of Gambinos in the house tonight, boy. Tone, I'm feeling good.
Wrist doing front flips.
Yeah, man.
But don't hit me on no dumb shit. Working on a weekend like usual. Way off in the deep.
Swann, this was for you. Let's keep it going. You know when he clears his throat, shit's about to get serious.
Okay. Hello, motherfucker. Hey, hi, how you doing? It's Weezy F, baby. Gonna take a shit and urine on these toilet bowl bitches. Pussy ass niggas. Stomping on this beat like a motherfucking Sigma.
Yeah.
Hat to the whistle.
Once again,
so official, all I need is
congratulations.
Name Crystal. Let us
Puerto Rico in the World Baseball Classic.
Blow our brains out. You ain't never
Yeah.
You probably never will. Riders rolling with me like 11 wheels. Find out where you living. Kill you in the kitchen. The fans trying to clip us, but we ain't even tripping. I'm going in. I'm going in. I'm going in. I'm going in.
Let's keep this thing going. This last one, then we're gonna get into it, Swann.
Oh no, I'm about to go in right here. Yeah. See that T come up.
Yeah. I'm feeling good.
First to tell you motherfucker trapper died at me, okay? Mr. Whipper not and get a half a
Heard this on the first one.
Mr. If I'm talking, you should listen, game is free, okay? Mr. got 2 old ones and 2 half ones, yeah, that's free, okay?
We're gonna talk about that.
With 2 bad ones, yeah, that's me, okay? Mr. Reed, know about 2 phantoms, yeah, that's me, okay? On that avion to the head, hey, but me, okay? Never put this before my bread, hey, not me, okay? Hold on that avion, us no be on that liquor. Approach me if you want to.
So 400 degrees is the bar for us. That's what it seems like.
Sound the same, even beat selection.
Jeezy?
Yeah, he ain't wrong.
You hear him, Cheese?
He ain't wrong though.
I disagree, but we do that a lot.
He's talking about his rap game. He's talking about his
couple songs that's straight.
Yeah.
But as far as like
Albums consistently through.
works of art.
his growth was not like Rick Ross growth. But album to album, you can see it.
Elevation.
Yes. Nah. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I don't know.
think I might have slept on some of his shit, man.
I put Jeezy. I put Jeezy in the same category as T.I. No. When the last time,
You hear this blasphemy, Cheese?
last time you heard something, you been riding with your homeboy, the bitch said, "Hey man, put that Jeezy on."
Shit.
Lord Jamar killed the game when he came out with that. No one gets in the car and says, put that new Eminem on. Since then, everybody's like, man, don't nobody get in the car like, yo, put that new Jeezy.
Definitely not T.I.
Well, I ride in my car a lot, and I would tell myself, "Hey, Lewis, put on that new Jeezy."
He got a new album.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
She did his album with Drama.
Wait, no, you put the whole album on or just a song you like?
I put the whole album on, just to find those. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
You know, catch the vibe and find the banger through the albums. And the last one he dropped with Drama, man, it was a motherfucking banger, bro.
But the tone,
Yeah.
I gotta check it out.
Yeah.
Last Jeezy album I can listen to start to finish
It's called Snowfall.
would have been The Recession and
The Recession is good.
K-Band the Snowman. That was a mixtape. I love that shit.
Every I was just about to say, when they go to that mixtape, they go all out.
Yeah. We already starting that talk. Swann and Tone already with that blasphemy. But that's the thing, though. You know what I'm saying? People always got their opinions, bro.
Yeah.
Like we're never gonna always agree on some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's always, you know, it's Kodak or die with Swann. Is that right?
Well, I will say
No,
we
I'm not
all
gonna say
came
it.
to the NBA YoungBoy conclusion, though.
Yeah.
Listen,
We did.
NBA young boy.
All right, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna
I'm
get
not
into
gonna
that.
say I'm Kodak or die, none of that. Only thing I say is like all his shit be unique. Like all the different beats. It's like you don't even see people try and remix the beats that he picked. It's like the beats he picked is specifically fit him, his voice, and his style. But I listen to a lot of motherfuckers other than that. It's just you don't play none.
I promise. I
You don't
will.
play no ball.
It seems like I don't like him, but I do. I fuck with Kodak. It just don't, you know.
He's a little biased. He's a little biased.
It don't come. It don't always come to my mind. But you know what? Matter of fact, the next mix I do is gonna be in dedication for you, though. All right.
And Kodak.
Yeah. You and Kodak, dog.
Nah, don't just do Kodak. You could do pumping though. You could put Kodak in there. You can put Coley in there. You can put Choo Choo in there. It's a bunch of different. You can do Broward. You can put your boy Ace Hood in there.
There we go. I like it.
I'll listen to it if you throw it.
I like it. Yo, but we back, man. We back, and I'm so happy, bro. We've been trying to make this happen for a long time, Tone.
Yeah.
Even before you became part of the fam, this, that, and the other fam, I've been working on. Like I said, man, I told you before, I made a list when I first came up with this podcast idea.
Together.
I said I'm going to interview these guys.
You've been checking them off lately.
I've been checking them off, man. I still got a couple out there, you know. That's all going to come organically. But I finally got one off my list. My boy, man, listen, we go back like Big Macs and Cadillacs. Yeah, man, we go back, bro. We go back to the call center days. Yeah.
ICT Sykes days.
Yeah. I may or may not used to get my weed from him. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
We can't confirm nor deny any of them suspicions.
Yeah. But we got a special guest in here. We got the big homie, Big Cheeze in the motherfucking building.
This, that, and the other.
Yeah. Just make sure you hold that mic close to you, because you know, so the people can hear your voice.
Yes, sir. You hit me.
There we go.
Yes,
It sound crisp. Okay. We're gonna wait for Swann to get off his phone. Hold on.
No, bro, we good.
All right. Yo, just like taking it back to the call center days. Remember the supervisor used to catch him on this. Oh man, what's going on over there, bro?
He fell apart.
Oh man, you gotta go take a shit. You know we recorded, right? All right, well, Swann will be back.
We're having a tone moment.
Yeah. Yeah, but if anybody caught that last episode, we just want to apologize in case things got out of hand towards the end. People may or may not have been doing some extracurricular. Not me, because my body is my temple. Yes. But yeah, Cheese, what's popping with you, man?
Blessed to be here, man, and you know, shoot, be alive, be out here free. That's
man. Yeah, we're gonna get into that, man.
Shout out to that.
Yeah. So the reason why I haven't got my boy on here in a while, because unfortunately he had to take a vacation. Yeah. Not a forced vacation.
Government funded.
Yeah, all expense paid.
Hey, I heard they got a good healthcare plan though.
It may not have been the destination of his choice, but fuck it, we here now. We back together again, bro.
Yes, sir.
Ready to take over the world, ain't it?
Yes, sir. Ready to take over the world.
Yeah. So let's get into that, man. How long were you incarcerated?
Yeah, man. I had to sit down for about 3 years, man.
Damn, 3 years? That's how long it was?
Yeah, man. 3 years of my life wasted, man.
Yeah. So
you grew.
Yeah.
So
that rose from the
the
concrete.
right way, man. You know, that's the thing about it. You know, every bad thing that you go through, you gotta look at the positive of it and make the positive out of it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's exactly what I did.
Yeah, but you know, you're here now. I'm sure you you know what I'm saying, learn from it. You know, I'm not gonna ask. I'm gonna ask you. You ain't gotta answer me, bro. Like, what got you there?
stupidity. I'm gonna say
that's a good answer.
Some unfortunate life choices that you made, and
we don't want no self-incrimination over here.
Yeah, I mean we all clear, right? We ain't gonna.
Oh yeah, I'm
okay,
good.
Okay,
you know, ain't nothing holding on my head. So I mean, just. I mean, I could break it down. You know, it was just a excessive list of drug charges, possessions, and fleeing to elude, and a gun possession, man.
Yeah.
It was actually multiple incidents that actually, you know, I was Parker versus State, pretty much. You know, that's what they call it over here.
Mm-hmm.
So as I got booked in, you know, it didn't matter how much money you had, you can't get out. You know, so
they were just tired of seeing you.
Yeah. So that's the situation I got stuck in, and I had to sit. And I mean, you know, it's a huge story. It was just the worst time to go to jail. And,
yeah, because I was about to say, because I was about to ask you when you got kind of locked up when COVID hit, right?
Yeah. Well, actually, COVID hadn't hit yet.
Oh, right.
I was in there.
Oof. Yeah.
So that was just, I mean, it was, like I say, it was a humongous experience, man. Like, I learned a lot. I seen a lot, you know. I mean, you got to humble yourself in them type of situations, but I mean, you know.
How was it being in there during COVID though? Like
horrible.
They do a lot of spreading people out, and
I mean, honestly, they took it serious in the beginning. But they didn't take it serious. I mean, the only thing they took serious about it was the people coming in. They had to go through a process like what is it called?
Screening.
Well, like the screening, but what they call it? Where you got to stay away from people.
Quarantine.
Yeah, quarantine. Yeah, they had the quarantine situation where they kind of basically quarantine you for like 14 to 21 days. So you're actually in one part of the jail, everybody kind of spread out, but you're really not spread out because you're still in the cell with somebody else. So, I mean, the thing is basically their quarantine was just locking everybody down, and nobody can't do nothing, and you just, you know, like you can't even go out and watch TV. You can't do nothing. You just stuck to your bunk pretty much. And
damn, so they kept you in the bunk,
Yeah, it was bad, man. I mean, like,
so whoever you was in there with, what he had, you had.
Oh yeah, that was it, man.
How was your bunkie, your roommate?
Oh, it was straight, man. Really, you know, it was a lot of people I knew in there. Thank God, I knew a lot of people. You know, I know a lot of people all over. So I had a lot of friends, close homies of mine. You know that I linked up with. So
that's good.
I actually had a good time in there. Really, my end. But you know, it's when I say good time, I'm just saying I was
given the circumstance.
The circumstance. I was able to get a lot of extras and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I still had Hungry Howard's pizza coming.
Oh, damn, the fancy shit, bro.
But it was just, you know, it's just a messed up situation when you can't do what you want to do when you want to do it. When you want to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's good that you have people in there. I can imagine, you know, you said you had a good time in there. I kind of think back to when we worked at the call center.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even though we was at work, but you know how much fun we had in that bitch, bro? Just us sitting in our little cubicles, laughing about little shit here and there, bro.
We had to make the best of the situation, man.
L always gonna get some shit in that don't supposed to be done. He gonna make it happen. It's been plenty of times. I'm like, oh, God damn.
Hey, that's the type of nigga to have on your team. Man. Resourceful as a motherfucker.
Bro, you
it was behind the bars.
Yeah, I can imagine, bro. If it was anything like that, you can look over. Sometimes you peek over to the top of the cubicle, see what L doing. He got a whole setup over here. He over here cooking crack. He over here backing up some shit. He might have a little yak on the side, everything. But I mean, I'm exaggerating, but you know that sometimes you never know what you're gonna see when you peek over that. Yeah.
Now we damn sure used to pull up at work.
Oh, yeah.
Damn sure did.
And y'all damn sure used to bust down.
Yeah, man.
Definitely was. That was
man.
And you in that bitch for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours.
Yeah. Sitting down.
You got that nice little space on the right side of the cubicle.
Yeah.
Use it.
Yeah. One of the lucky nights you might be able to. You might be able to finger pop something.
Bro, no. The best time was when we figured out that, you know what I'm saying, we could clock in without actually being at work.
Oh,
bro. Who come to work first, clock everybody in, and whoever leaves last, clock everybody out.
Yeah. Well, I'm at home, my couch, and I'm clocked in.
They're like, we want to talk to you. We don't see no production. What's going on? You've been in here for 8 hours. What are you doing at your desk?
They couldn't track it.
What?
We had unlimited overtime, and they had no way of tracking no time from our work time and our clock time. They were two separate entities. They didn't look at the clock time. They literally just looked at. They didn't look at the work time, the production. They looked at the clock, and that was it. Listen, it was the wrong motherfuckers for them bitches to tell us that.
And I used to just. I remember a period of maybe like a month straight. We ain't take not one call.
Oh yeah,
bro.
I remember me and El just sitting next to each other.
Had a homeboy start working, but he still got paid for 2 months.
Oh yeah.
Everyone even there.
Damn.
Yeah, that was them days.
Yeah, man. But going back,
talk about a lick.
Yeah, yeah, it was definitely a lick. But let's go back to when you first got caught doing whatever it is, and you go to of course they take you to jail or whatever, and then you go through the process. How did it feel when the judge told you, whether she told you were guilty? Or she told you, okay, Cheese, this is how long you're going to be locked up for. How did that feel?
Let me explain that. See, that's the crazy part about it. So, like I say, it was before the whole, the situation.
The pandemic shit.
Yeah. Before that. So, when that hit, my first court date hadn't came up yet. So, when the pandemic hit, everybody who was coming to jail, court dates or the people that was already in there and the people who were coming to jail, all their court dates got pushed back. So I didn't see a judge to no lie, man. I didn't see a judge to probably 12 months in, bro.
Damn, they didn't give you no. You was in there.
Time served already.
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
Not knowing what the fate was gonna be.
I'm talking about court dates getting pushed back. I remember it was getting like the first one. You get your first court date in 30 days.
Right.
So the pandemic hit before the 30 days. So when I got that paper, my court date was put back 4 months. So I was like, dang. But I mean, in my mind, when I went to jail, I knew I couldn't get out of the situation. So I was like, I had already humbled myself. I'm like, okay, I'm going to just chill because I know I got to sit down.
Yeah, you prepared for what was coming. You already knew.
Yeah, so I pretty much slept for most of the time and, just chill. So about 6 months in, after that first 4 months, then I get pushed off another 2 months. And after that 2 months, I get pushed off like 2 weeks. When the 2 weeks come, I get pushed off 4 more months. You know what I'm saying? So then it's like, as that kept going on, I started to get kind of like discouraged a little bit. I'm like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I ain't see a judge at all, man, until like 12 months in. And then the thing is, I still didn't see the judge then because when I went to court, I actually went to the court and they did it on the video screen.
Mm-hmm.
But I still got turned back. Damn. So after that, I mean, at least I was able to see the courtroom and see what it looked like. But when I got there, I got sent back. I had to sit back for another 4 months. So
you was in the county the whole time for that?
The whole time.
Damn.
For that, bro.
Damn.
Horrible.
Don't feel bad because they were trying to put everybody on house arrest.
Oh, yeah.
The whole area, if you wasn't essential, they were locking you in the crib.
And
I
see,
mean, even then, I was working out the crib.
That time, like with me, like anybody who came to jail when the pandemic happened, they was getting deals to like, cause I mean, basically they were trying to like mess you up. Like they'll bring you in, you'll have your charge. It'll be a crazy charge. You can have gun charge, whatever you had. They'll take you in there and they'll let you go home. They'll give you an option to go home. So in your mind, you're thinking like, oh yeah, I'm good.
Free. Mm-hmm.
But if you didn't see that fine print, if you mess up on these terms. Because they basically were letting you go because of the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Because the jail got so packed.
Right.
So if you messed up during that term, you were going to come back and they were going to ban you.
Throw the book at your
I've
ass.
seen so many people come, and they come on, I'm talking about major charges, man. Gun charge. Like somebody came, that's the crazy part. It was somebody who was in, when I went down there, somebody had the same charges like me pretty much. Probably like, a couple drugs off. But same thing. Gun charge, everything like that. They got sent home on an ankle monitor.
But you were already in there.
Yeah, I was already in there. I ain't getting none of them type of deals, but they was in there. They came in, got the ankle monitor, got sent home. Boom. And they thought it was sweet. ended up coming back probably like a month and a half, 2 months later, man. I mean, shoot, they probably still locked up right now. You know, man. But the thing is, when you came back, they basically hit you with a mandatory. You know, for whatever everything that you did, they hit you with a mandatory for it. So it's like now when you come back to fight your case, even if you is innocent or whatever, you got to go sit down for that time. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's really going on right now. A lot of people sitting in prisons right now on, you know, kind of messed up situations. You know what I'm saying? Messed up time.
So it's like mandatory time served per charge.
Yes, sir.
So even if they get cleared or innocent, whatever the case may be, you sitting.
It was a couple of people that I know that actually, you know, the first situation they got messed up on. Second situation, it was really like they were innocent. And it ain't matter, man. You had to go sit down for all that time. So it was messed up, bro. It was really bad. I mean, honestly, looking at my situation, I kind of was blessed in the situation. But, you know.
Man.
But it's a lot of people doing some time. And I'm talking about they giving 5s, 7s, 8s, 10s, and up. You know what I'm saying? It's rarely any 3s and stuff like that.
No more 3s and 5s?
Yeah.
And like
times, bro.
The young boys don't understand, bro. Like my young cousin, he went and did a year. And then when he came home, my older cousin, he done been on the, well, you know, the one that, like, so my older cousin, he done been on the road a few times. So he like telling like, hey man, you know, when you come out this time, after you done did that year and a day, you want to try and keep your nose clean, get straight. Man, my cousin went home for 4 days. My older cousin said, that bitch going bite.
Oh yeah.
Man,
clockwork.
60 days later, this bitch got recharged. Man, they gave that boy 15 years, man.
Damn.
See, that's how they do it. It's like, you know, people don't understand. It's like when they let you out, you know, like even right now, you know, I've been out probably like a year and some change, you know what I'm saying? But you got to be good for 3 years, bro. You can't get in no problem, you know, no trouble, nothing for 3 years. But if you do, and it's in these little, you know, they give you a paper when you get out. If you do anything on this paper, you coming back, mandatory.
Depending on your points and all that too.
And they maxing you out.
And it was probably the littlest shit that you can do. You get motherfucking jaywalk charges.
Niggas, then they bringing everything back from that rap sheet, man. I was fortunate, man. Middle. My mom was a middle child, so I had a shitload of cousins ahead and a shitload of cousins behind me. Most of them done spent most of their life in jail. My oldest cousin, I never forget, he kept coming in and out, in and out. Rest his soul, he died at 42.
Damn.
That man spent 32 years in jail, bro. And I'm not exaggerating, bro.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Pause.
42.
Wait.
32.
42.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
22. 22 years, bro.
What the fuck he did at 10?
He did 2 years. Bro, at 10, he was busting off.
Damn.
Serving my uncle, all my older uncles, man. You know the old heads, the OGs, the 80s when crack hit. You know what I mean? And that's what he was raised seeing. In and out. His first bid was at 18. He did 2 years, came out, was out for about 8 months, went back, did 4, came out. He was out for about 3.5, got married, got arrested on his wedding day because he ended up fighting his wife.
Damn.
Domestic violence went in, and it was a revolving door, bro. It was a revolving door, and I never forget. He told me, he was like, "Man, this ain't for you, cuz this ain't none of this." I was like, I see what y'all going through. You know what I mean? And even a couple of my other cousins, same thing. I got one right now, 41. He done did probably about 8, 9 years, 10 years of his life. He in there for another 4 or 5 years.
Damn.
All of them, bro. So I fucked up, but never got booked on nothing real serious. So
yeah,
you know,
I was blessed. I've been blessed. I don't have a criminal record, nothing like that. And people ask me because I've been in some situations like I done been in the back of police cars, handcuffed. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. Maybe by the grace of God, I never took that ride. Never been booked. Never had those papers.
Me too.
And one thing, this might sound corny as fuck, but it is what it is, man.
It is what it is.
I'm a big time mama's boy, right? So I take that shit to the grave with me, and I always thought like, damn, what you know what I'm saying? Like,
mama gonna whoop my ass.
My mama gonna whoop my ass. Cause I remember one time I got caught shoplifting, right? And my parents were so disappointed in me, right? And they didn't even whoop my ass, bro. But the look my mom gave me, bro, when she came in that office to pick me up, is the worst than any ass whooping I ever had. I said this on the pod before. And Swells is like, hell no, ain't no look worse than any of my mama's ass whoopings. But so that kind of, I always had in the back of my thought in the mind, like, man, I don't want to disappoint my mom, or I don't want to make my mom mad. I don't want to get an ass whooped by my mom. So maybe that had a lot to do with me not ever getting her, arrested. You know what I'm saying? But
Well, I got a question. You got kids there?
Oh yeah.
How did that go with being away from the kids?
Man, honestly, bro, that was the hardest part. To be honest with you, man. I mean,
you went in at a pivotal time. Your son was what, 12 or around there, right?
That was honestly, that was the hardest part, bro. I mean, I'm a strong man. I done been through a lot, bro. I don't really, nothing really bothered me like that. I don't cry, nothing like that. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. I broke down on one time when, talking to him on the phone, and he actually cried and said he missed me. You know what I'm saying? Me and my son was real close. And we still are. That's my best friend. So it's like hearing him go through that and express himself for the first time. Cause my son was like me; he don't really show the feelings. Like, so when he expressed that to me, it kind of messed me up. So I was in my bum for a couple weeks by that. You know what I'm saying? Cause
what did he tell you if you want?
Oh no! I mean, he just broke down and said he missed me. First
okay.
time I ever heard him say that in my whole life.
He needed his dad.
To be honest with you, bro.
Yeah.
So it's just that was the hardest part of the whole
old was he?
deal. He's 15 now, man. So that was probably like
about 12.
I was probably like a year in, to be honest with you.
To about 11, 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, but you out here and you still holding it down, right?
Oh yeah.
See, I don't understand how these bums got kids all over the place, man, and just don't do nothing.
Yeah.
Like it just make no sense, man.
Well, you know what it really come from? It come from the upcoming. You know what I'm saying? If that person's father ain't do nothing for them, that's kind of like what they kind of roll with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
and that's one of the things I wanted to ask you. You know what I'm saying? Your beginnings, like in your early life, you come from a mom, mom and dad, right? Together, right? They're together, right?
Oh yeah. Well,
yeah.
not no more,
right. But you didn't come
for the most important parts of your life.
Yeah, for the most important part, honestly.
And even when they split, they were still there. They both there still.
And see, my parents split when I was older. So a lot of times you see the parents split when you're a kid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I really, when that happened, I don't really know how to. At that time, I didn't know how it would feel because it's like I'm so used to seeing people lose their parents splitting at a young age.
Yeah.
So when it happened at an older age, I thought it was just gonna be easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, like, oh, that ain't nothing. Whatever. I'm grown. It don't even matter. But it really affects you. It can affect you even worse at that time because it's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? You learn a lot from them, or you learn a lot of the ways that you move from them. So when you see that happen, it kind of messes your mind up and make you think like, damn, like
you start questioning everything. Yeah.
Because I'm looking for somebody like my mom. You know what I'm saying? So now I see she ain't happy. I'm like, well, damn, it might not be nobody out there like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no good relationship going on. That's something that you just ain't gonna see. You know what I mean? So it can mess with you like that. You know what I mean?
They say you either gonna be exactly like them or the opposite.
Bro, the funny thing about just what he was saying is like, you grow up, especially like my parents were together, like they still together now. But like you grow up and you see your parents in one way. Like Lewis, you saw your mom and your dad one way. Like when you go out in the world and you say, all right, well, if I'm gonna be serious with a female, let me try and do what they did because they was able to thug it out. But then when you get older and you get out here and you start living and you start interacting with females and that dynamic of how a man go interact with a woman and you look at shit, you're like, man, some of that shit was kind of bullshit. Like
that didn't start clicking though.
Like that
shit start clicking.
Because like I'm sitting here like basically like, since they lasted so long, you know what I'm saying? That's what I need to mirror myself after.
Yeah.
Nah, not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, but you start realizing the struggles that you saw growing up and start applying that to your life, and it helps you to get through that shit. There was a story of two twins. Father was an alcoholic the entire life, died of alcoholism, the whole 9 yards, bad liver.
One became an alcoholic, one became a businessman.
And they asked him, what led you to become this? And they both said, because my father was a drunk.
Yeah.
The alcoholic said he became an alcoholic because his father was, and the other one who was successful said the same thing.
Oh shit!
So
I see, yeah.
So when you so a year passed, you finally go and you get sentenced. What did they send you to?
Well, see, no, I ain't get sentenced then. Like I said, when I went to see the judge,
he done been in that bitch so long that was like, you know what, we gonna let you go.
Just ride out.
You've been here 3 years.
I've been in that bitch for a year. I finally seen the judge. I got, like I said, I seen it on the screen. I got pushed back 4 months. Then after that, I got pushed back 2 months. And after that, they hit me again with that. Like at this point, so I'm like about 15 months in. I finally get right with my lawyer talking, so now we talking good. Cause at the same time, I'm fighting my case too. Cause the thing is, even though it looked crazy
he's still
on
going.
the net, like what happened, cause they caught me with a lot of stuff going on. You know what I mean? Which was all illegal. Let me just put that out too. It was all illegal. See, a lot of these officers, man, they do stuff illegal. Each time I got in my situation, I was illegally searched. I was illegally pulled. All these type of situations. So in both of my cases, my lawyer was able to beat that, but it ain't matter though. You know what I'm saying? Because when they got you by the nuts like that, it don't even matter, bro. You know what I'm saying? So the way they did me was like they knew that I had a great case to beat. So what they was like, okay, what we gonna do is just sit him in there. Since you not gonna fold, we just gonna have you sitting in there. So my lawyer eventually told me like, hey man, I could beat this case for you. But what they gonna do is keep pushing you back. They're gonna push you back to about 5 years, which is like the max on on the charge. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like that's how the games they play. You feel what I'm saying? You can be innocent or whatever, but the thing is, it's like they're gonna take you through the hell to get through it.
Yeah.
You know, my old man was a cop, and he used to always say, once you in there and they know who you are, they always gonna see you. Yeah. And it kind of relates to what you said, because even though you beat them first two legally and everything was clear and cut, once they kept seeing you, they was like, you know what? He probably gonna beat this one. So let's go ahead and just delay. Let's push him off, denying appeal. He's in there. He's trying to come out. Oh, we gonna push it back again. And then COVID was it was like the perfect storm.
Perfect storm, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, see, like that's how I always have been in trouble. It's like when I've been out the way for so long, bro. That's just how I live. But it's like whenever something happens, it happens back to back, bro.
Yeah.
And see, I got jammed the first time, and then I was out on bond, and I went back probably 24 days later, bro. So it's like, and the thing is, the first case I was gonna beat the case because it was everything was wrong about it. My lawyer already told me I was gonna beat the case. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like the way they did everything. They took my money, illegal search. I was with one of my close family members, and he was actually licensed to have a firearm. So after you pulled us over for the they say
they gonna find a
legal turn and all this crap, that bull crap, you know what I'm saying? Legal search. They looked everything up. They looked my ID. They both first of all, I'm the passenger, so it ain't no need even looking at my ID. But the thing is, okay, you look at my ID, everything good. So why are we going past this point? My family, his was good, everything was good too. And he was licensed for firearm, even though y'all didn't even see the firearm, so why are we even going to these points? So after they read everything and seen that everything was legit, they came back to the car and they hit you with the I smell marijuana. You didn't even smoke.
Yeah, that'd be the
marijuana.
bullshit, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So that just gives them the
probable cause
the look. Yeah, but you could still tell them no.
Oh yeah. And the thing is, we did tell them no, but after that, all they did was just call some more partners and now the dog smells something. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just bull crap. You know what I'm saying? So they ended up searching, finding what they find. I'm like, whatever, bro. I know I'm gonna be out by the end of the night, man. Got out, everything was good. I knew what y'all did was wrong. Half the stuff that happened wasn't even in the discovery. But when I got out, ended up going back. Another situation where I got pulled on another situation, man. Same situation though. All of it was illegal searches. So that's just the dirty game they play, man. So
yeah.
You just gotta be careful out here. Bro.
Yeah. So check it.
That happened in the county, like like a lot of people don't understand, like the way they do in different counties is not the same in Polk County. I got a friend from the she was just on the phone with one of her friends that got pulled over. It's like, well, you could tell them, no, you don't have to get in the right to search the car, and they can't do nothing. I'm like, where's she at? Because if she in the county, all they finna do is just call the dog over there, and they gonna say, what the dog triggered on something. Whether the dog triggered on something or fucking not.
And how can you prove that he didn't?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's the person, getting pulled. You ain't gonna know what the dog. The dog can just walk out the car. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what he'll learn or anything, but they can just say that. And that's probably called the search.
It could have been they had the hunch just because of the previous charges. They were like, the odds are.
Ain't no damn hunch. They just do that shit anyway. I don't even smoke.
Because the odds. That's what I'm trying to say.
That happened to me.
So like, I got put over a bunch of times. I got caught with possession a bunch of times. And shout out to my old man. Every time I got lucky because they knew him. My pop's a G. He put me on speakerphone because they would call him 2, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. Take his ass to jail. He would tell him straight up. Nah, straight up, bro. My pop, he's. That's why I say there's good and bad law. And he was always like, if you fucked up, you go in. I remember one time, me, Twin, the Rios twins, we was chilling out, smoking, drinking, had the pistol, playing music loud. Me and Isaac seeing who had the loudest stereo. Dumb as fuck. 11:30 at night. So they came, pulled up on us both ways. Boom, we there. We standing outside. We smoking, pistol. The whole nine. Cop was like, you don't know me? And I was like, bro, I don't know you. Who are you? He's like, well, I know you, and I know your father. Matter of fact, hit him up. And I heard him. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna take the boys in, and I'm gonna let him go. And I heard my pop. He's like, fuck you ain't. He goes, if you let my son go, you let them go. You put them in, you bring my son in. And that's just the way it is. But I say that to say this. I was blessed to get out of those situations because of that. But he would tell me, they know you now. And damn if he wasn't right, bro. Anytime I was in my little Dipper, the little red Nissan.
Yeah.
I would always get pulled over if I was in a certain area because they knew the car, they knew the place, they knew the name, they knew my old man.
You ain't supposed to be there.
Right.
So
they find a reason, and then they go with the law of average. Well, the last 3 times we had him, he had something. So we're going to try him again.
So after everything happened, at what point when you actually end up?
Let me finish. So, like I say, after going back and forth, I finally got my sentence probably about 2 whole years in, bro.
Damn, bro,
that's crazy.
And then the thing is,
you figured it'd be time served, you know what I'm saying?
And see, that's what I was hoping for. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, my lawyer kept a G and told me like, they ain't gonna make it that sweet. You know what I'm saying? So. And that's the game they played. So it's like I say, they knew that the cases was flawed. I could beat them. But they were like, okay, so what we going to do is keep pushing them off to see if he'll fold. So then when that 2 years came, and about, they finally was like, okay, they started pressing the issue. Like my court, they started going down instead of the 2 months, 3 months. Now it's like a week after. Whatever, boom. Honestly, they did one more time. They did like a week. They pushed my court date back a week. Then when I went in, they pushed me back 2 months. So at that time, I was blowed. I'm like, bro, what's going on, man?
It was good.
At that point, I'm like, man, let's run a deal, man. I'm ready to go, man.
And that's what they were banking on.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, COVID was just so crazy at that point, bro. It was so crazy in that jail, bro. I'm talking about like just one point I remember. I'm gonna just say the one point I remember. The power went out. Like power, water, everything went out. I'm talking about the guards left us.
We had a storm around. Hold on. I think I read about this. Movie. This was in the county, right?
Well, this was in Pinellas County. See, I was in Pinellas County when this happened. So they literally we woke up one morning. Well, actually, it was a little bit because we woke up early that morning. Then we came back. They had breakfast. And then when we came back, we went into, our bunks and came back. We woke up probably like 7 o'clock. When we woke up, normally, you wake up on the TV, blah, blah, blah. Watch the news or whatever you're going to watch. So nothing was working. No water, no power, everything was out.
Damn.
So we go, they got the little guard cell right there at the front where the officers be at. Man, wasn't nobody in there. Lights out everywhere, man. They left us in there.
Damn, how long?
I mean, it was probably about 2-3 hours, bro.
It was long enough.
Long enough, yeah.
All they was doing was talking to us on the little intercom. You know what I'm saying? Like just letting you know, hey, they were telling us the situation. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy too, cause like right before that, there was a lot of stuff on the news about the pandemic, and a lot of the fighting going on. The people setting places on fire, and riots and stuff. So that type of stuff was about to go on in the jail.
I always wondered about that, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
it definitely went down. In
That's
there.
a good
You know
question.
what I'm saying?
So
It
like when
definitely-
George Floyd and all that shit started happening, there was
it
right.
went
How that?
down in there, bro. I'm talking about people. It's
A lot of
really
racial
sad
aggression
because
towards-
that's all they watching in there is news.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like as they seeing that, the tension is just
Brutal.
starting inside the cells. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in our dorms. And I'm talking about just between, you know, it could be between the inmates, it could be between the guards, it could be whatever. You know what I'm saying? So they might come and lock us down, do count. Next thing you know, 5 people rushing at the guards. Now they got to call people in. They gassing people and all. So it was just a lot going on at that time, bro.
The tensions was
just
high.
crazy, bro. Like you just literally had to pray. And
Yeah.
get through it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, yeah,
So-
it was crazy.
So you said you was in there with a lot of people you knew.
Oh yeah.
So what about the people you didn't know? Like, was there a lot of like, you know, because you probably clicked, you know, people you knew was probably your little clique, you know, whatever. Yeah. And there was probably other. I'm thinking maybe there's other people or other cliques looking at y'all like, who the fuck are these cats? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So was there a lot of that in there?
Yeah.
Like, was it like a prison bully or like a motherfucker?
See, you think about goddamn
jail bully.
What's that show? Fucking 60 Days or some shit
60
like
days,
that.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to the
It's
fact
like
you said
that,
prison
bro.
bully.
I'm gonna say like this. It's like that, bro. But it's like, honestly, when you get in there, bro, first of all, if you solid and you stay to yourself, you ain't gotta worry about that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I hear that a lot.
I mean, it's really the people who come in there, you know, with the rah-rah, and, you know.
Trying to prove how big his balls are.
The gang, yeah, I'm on this gang, this, that, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's them type of people who
They
come
gonna
in there.
G-check 'em.
You know, people
Yeah.
who in there trying to come in there acting tough and something, bro. But then it's gonna be somebody in here gonna check you. And if
Yep.
you ain't right, then hey, there you go. You know, that's gonna be your
then
bid.
it's
You
never
gonna have
gonna
a bad bid.
Yep.
It ain't gonna be no commissary for you. You know what I'm saying?
No
There's
sweetie
a lot of that
goals.
going on. So.
Damn.
Yeah, but if you come in and do what you do, you know, stay to yourself, go to your bump, do your time, chill, you really ain't got no issues like that. You know
So you went. So you did the 2 years where they just kept pushing you off, pushing you off, and then when you finally got sentenced, what was your sentencing at that point when you was so it was 2 years in, and now they gonna hit you with a sentence. What
well,
they
yeah,
hit
I
you
had like a year left, but you know, when you go to the road, you get the time now. See, and that's the thing. The whole time I sat in jail was just dead time. I had to do all that time. So it's like, so say if I did 3 years in jail and then they gave me a 4-year bid or something, you know, like
They gave
none of
you
that
2
3
years.
years,
Nope.
they ain't cutting me off for none of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I basically did more time than I would ever did. Like if I would have went in there and did 2 months and took that 3-year bid, I would have been home. You know what I'm saying? Because my time would have been knocked down and I would have got time off my time. But see, by that time they sent me on the road, I ain't had nothing. No, I couldn't get nothing but like a month or 2 off. So,
That's crazy.
Damn, after
so
being
I
in
basically
there for
did my
2 years.
whole time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they got over a lot. They really got over.
So when you was in there, right, and you know, you like me, man. We always like to eat the good food, right?
Oh yeah.
So I always wonder how the food was in there.
Trash, bro.
So I know there's places that actually deliver food. Like you know, I've been to places where it delivers freight to them, and they're in there like making goodie bags. And I be like, where's this going? They say it's going to the jails and stuff. But it was like you know, chips and shit like that and whatever. I don't know if you ever got something like that or there. Or what. Maybe it was juvenile or something. Yeah.
It was a couple of times where the cafeteria or the kitchen was down, so we had to eat sandwich. I ain't gonna lie, that was a messed up time, really.
Yeah.
You get 2 sandwiches, that's it, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Like
That's just during the pandemic.
2 pieces of bologna, man.
That's during the pandemic.
That's during the pandemic, bro.
Oh shit!
That's exactly what you get.
So on a let's say not during the pandemic, what kind of food they was giving you?
I mean, the best meals was like Thanksgiving, holidays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You'll get a nice little turkey, you know, some green beans and mashed potatoes. You know, not really nothing that I eat, but I mean that's probably the best meal because it was hot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You might get a cold meal the regular day. You know what I'm saying? But that was probably the only meal that they actually took some time and put it in the oven and let it heat.
Yeah.
So you get your tray and it's hot.
Yeah. So, but on any other day, we were a bunch of slop and shit. Like, was anything your favorite to eat? Like
I mean,
when you saw it on, you was like, yeah, I'm getting that.
I'm gonna say though, the most simplest thing with something close to what I eat on the street, a sandwich. A sandwich they come. I got all the sandwiches in there. You know what I'm saying? But that's probably it. You know what I'm saying? Besides that, it's commissary, man.
Yeah, ain't nothing sweet or good about it.
Whatever coming out of commissary, bro.
Man. So now, fast forward. You done did all that. You've been through the struggle. You got your sentencing. You came out clean. So what you got going on now?
Man, it's a lot going on right now, bro. I mean, you know, like I say, my family, shout out to my family, man. You know, Big Stingy, man, my brother. We got a clothing line out right now.
Okay.
StingyWorld.com. Y'all go check that out. If you look that up, man, you know, we got plenty of sizes, man, women and men. We got that. We also got a brother down there in Miami, man. We got the Solomon's, actually the school for real estate. You know, if you look that up, we get the exact information. You know what I'm saying? SolomonReSchool.com. You know what I'm saying? With that, we got the real estate school. So it's a lot of stuff going on.
That's where it's at right now. We was just talking about that too.
A lot of people getting involved. You know, they the way they got it set up now, it's a lot of ways to eat right now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of legit ways to eat right now. So that's really what it is right now. So,
but you know, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
With the real estate school, it's just like real estate prep for the test.
Well, actually, what it is it's actually a course.
Okay.
Take the course, man. You can actually pay for the course, and you can actually get your certificate in like 30 days, man.
Okay.
So it's really good. So, like I say, if you look that up, that's on SolomonReSchool.com. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, if you actually look like all convicted felons, you can still get your certificate. You know what I'm saying? So don't let that discourage you or anything. You can still get your certificate. So
yeah, you hear that?
Yeah, definitely. You know, that's what they try to do. When you become a felon, man, they try to lock you out and block you out. You can't. You know, they try to stop you from having the good things. So
that was actually one of the questions I did want to ask you, man. How is it that being a felon, like when getting jobs and just being in society in general, how's that been?
I mean, honestly, it ain't stopping nothing now. It's a different world we in. You know what I'm saying? A lot of, if you notice, all these social media, TikTok, and all of that type of stuff, Instagram. It's a lot of people who felons and they eating.
Yeah.
You know good. Yeah, real good. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these people who making millions and millions of dollars or real big public figures, they all felons.
Yeah.
So it really ain't stopping much, but in the in your little world as far as like where you stay, it's a little different with jobs and stuff like that. They look at they try to give you a little run around and whatnot, or hire you. Oh yeah, we'll hire you, work you out for about 1 or 2 months, and then oh yeah, we got to fire you because of your background. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's it's a lot of that type of stuff going on, but it doesn't stop you from elevating. It can't stop you from elevating.
Yeah.
That's one of the good things that came out of the pandemic when you really sit and look at it, right? Like there's like El was saying, there's so many ways that it's to the point like that right now. If you broke, it's because you choose to be.
Definitely.
Like,
there's no excuses, bro.
There's like so many ways to make money.
Yes,
Not saying that everybody's going to be a millionaire and all that, but there's so many ways for you to make money to support yourself.
So many ways. Yeah. It's something as little as like not to be funny, but OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? Or
them motherfuckers making millions though.
Yeah, see, you know what I'm saying? But he can also make some change too, though. You got to make some change to get to But you got to start off. You know what I'm saying? When you first start off, you start off with a little bit of bread, and then you work your way up to that, to that big bread. But like you say though, there's millions and millions of ways of making bread, bro.
Yeah, millions.
And that's just a small little example, man.
But if you gave, they say, how they say 90% of the world's wealth belongs to 5% of the people. And there's a statistic, and a lot of the rich people if you split all the world's money to everybody in the world,
it go back to them same 5%.
It's eventually gonna go right back to them same 5% after a couple years, if that.
When you was in during the pandemic, the stupidest shit was happening, bro.
I heard a lot of stuff.
Listen, everybody out here broke, boy. Like I hate it. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm be honest. It was certain part like during the pandemic is when I started like getting money, like what I consider like real money, right? And even then, that still ain't real money. It was more than what the fuck I was making before. So different little places that I would go and shop, because now I'm getting used to like go on Neiman's and shit like that. The line, I would get mad because like, bro, like, nigga, what the fuck's going on? This is not, it don't supposed to be no fucking line like this to go to the goddamn Gucci store and no shit like that. Nah, my nigga, bro, like, I would get, especially, oh man, when they were giving them damn stimulus checks out, like it was a point where they gave us stimulus and income tax at the same time. So you got stimulus,
then that earned income credit too.
Income tax and PPP hitting at the same time. Bro, I remember being in the mall pissed the fuck off. I'm like, man, nigga, let this shit be for people who come and do this shit on a regular basis, man. Y'all making this shit too much. I want to sit here and wait in this motherfucking line. Bro, I ain't used to this shit.
I used to hear so much.
Yeah, it was a wild time, bro.
And boy, people were doing crazy shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You'll see it, man. Like, you know, everybody knows somebody who tried to hustle was an unsuccessful hustle, right? But that shit, when that PPP started here, like, I had a legit business, and I was supposed to get it. I didn't get it because they ran out of motherfucking money. Bro, I'm sitting here looking at motherfuckers ain't do shit, bro. Everybody coming the fuck up. Like, when that PPP shit came out, bro, they gave you there was a website, I forget what it was, but you can go in and you type in your zip code and it'll list, because it's public records when you get that shit. It'll list everybody who got that shit. Oh yeah. All right, so I used to live over here, Lou. Bro, when I tell you, when I zip code my nigga, how many motherfuckers were talking about they had businesses? Like, bro, it was a chick that lived down the street.
Oh yeah.
Bro, first of all, y'all was driving the goddamn 2011 Sonata that was dented up.
Man.
Now all of a sudden, motherfuckers talking about, man, hey, because it lists the business that they put together. I'm like, man, this bitch don't never leave home. That car be, because I'm working from home, like, man, that car be in the yard every day. And look at this shit. Bro, this bitch got 30 bands, but y'all holding my goddamn 18. What the fuck going on? That shit crazy.
And they started locking motherfuckers up too.
Oh, no, bro. You see that shit, how they took the statutes and limitations off of that shit.
Oh, yeah?
No.
Yeah, like, Biden took that shit off. Ain't no restriction. They don't care how long that shit gonna go. They gonna go through all of it.
Damn.
Yeah, bro,
That's
crazy.
wild. Well, shit, you know, in times of recession, man, it means danger, but it's also opportunity, because I came up with 2 business models, and they both still making me money doing drone videos and making oils. And my wife, she do cups and shit, custom cups, because people at the crib, like, you know what I mean? What we gonna do? And I was in the middle of the whole weight loss journey thing, and I was like, man, I bet somebody else would like some of this shit. So I started pushing it out, and next thing you know, they like, hey, let me get that. How you lose the weight? What you doing?
I remember you doing posting content on there.
Yeah, and it's good because you get to a point with any business, just like yours. You push it, you promote it, you put the grind in, and then after a while, it kind of just hits cruise control.
Yeah.
And then they come to you. You don't have to keep going out to them anymore.
So how was your transition back?
That's what I was kind of getting to. You know what?
It was.
What changed you? Did it all that time? Those 3 years. What did it change you?
Oh yeah,
of course.
It's definitely gonna change.
Yeah.
It changed me in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like one thing, well, first before we get into that, let's get back to this PPP loan. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was hot, bro. Me and my dog, man. Shout out to Goo, man. Yeah, me and my dog used to be sitting on there on the phone, bro, and we literally like got this phone sold up. We talking to people outside, bro. I'm talking about people who ain't never had no money, bro.
Balling.
It's balling right now.
Like, I mean, crazy.
Like, it was just
crazy time, bro.
And
it was crazy.
And they were fucking over the bag.
Everybody just fumbling the bag.
Hey, a lot of them broke now.
Yeah.
Oh, probably more than half.
That's why the crime rate going up. Yeah.
They back to robbing and stealing.
People who ain't never had jewelry got jewelry. People who ain't never had no money got money. You know, it's a couple people now who did the right thing and kept their bread. But I'm just saying, it was a lot of that going on. So it was just kind of crazy, man. So
yeah.
You know, hearing about that, and it's like, dang, I don't know.
You can't get, you missed the gravy train,
bro. Stimulus, none of that, bro. I ain't seen none of that, bro.
You know, One of the funniest shit I see. You know, I bet a bitch has got girlfriends just because they met a stud with money. Bro,
they say, you got what? I'm gonna roll with you for a little while. This money dry up. This money dry up, we out.
Listen, that shit was happening like a motherfucker, bro.
There's a lot of crazy stuff out here going on, bro.
Seeing all of them spent that money on liabilities.
Yeah.
Very few put it into assets that's gonna make them some money, man. A lot of them did. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of did.
Shout out to the people who came up off of that.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. There was a whole lot who didn't.
I ain't gonna lie. If I would have been out there, but I ain't gonna lie, you wouldn't even see me. I'd be a millionaire right now. I put that on everything I love. Like people don't understand. It's like that was the opportunity that was given to y'all.
Right.
So it's like you really could have came up from nothing.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, you come up with your business and whatnot. If you do the things legit, you can really see some money and get paid, and you know you can really see some benefits from it. Which I know a lot of people who right now who have done that, and that's they really living good right now. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, like you say, they just got that loan. As soon as they got that cash, they blew it, and they're not doing nothing right. So now you know they coming back to get all that.
Yeah.
So now you are gonna have to sit down by that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, some people took it and did the right thing with it. A lot of people did. I'm gonna say majority of the people did the wrong thing with it.
But it's gonna take them twice as long to get back.
It was a perfect point that if your business wasn't doing something, doing what you wanted to do, that you could have pivoted and did something else. Like I mess with my dad about this all the time. Like with his business, like he don't worry about it because like pandemic or not,
people dying.
His business, right? People were dying. Matter of fact, damn, I don't want to.
Yeah, you go ahead and say it. They were dying in droves, and Pops was getting it.
Good. The funeral homes,
of course.
Like not saying like you know we wanted people to die, but it's just like you know you're dealing in the business of death. So that was a time when people was having a lot of business, but like he qualified for like $145,000. He would not do it because he figured that he was like, man, something funny gonna come from it. Me and my brother couldn't talk him into it at all.
Damn.
He would not do it.
I ain't gonna love it.
And now he having to pay for everybody who did get that money, so he should have took it.
Nah, I mean, man, bro, like my dad's straight. He ain't care.
He's good, but I'm saying all these increases, everybody who's experiencing and suffering an increase, whether it be economically, with interest, with loans, with the cost of living, everything that we're experiencing right now as a whole it's a ripple effect. It's a result of all that money that was thrown into the market that didn't have any backing.
Let me keep it a buck with you. Don't none of this shit affect funeral homes.
No, he gonna make his regardless.
Because you look at it like they dealing with insurance money, so no matter what.
Yeah, but he's still a consumer. He still has his cost of living. He's got his bills. He's got his overhead, and all of that shit went up on him.
Yeah.
He should have took that 145.
Really, you should have.
So going back to the question, so how did it change you, man?
Well, like I said, it changed me in a lot of ways, man. Like one, I mean, I'm like I say, the first thing was just it changed my outlook on a lot of stuff as far as like with my son. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, you know, a lot of times we do stuff and live for ourselves, or we, you know, we look at the moments or whatever. You know, you can come up or whatever, but you thinking about yourself. I got to think about outside of just myself.
You think of him now?
Yeah, I gotta think of him because it really affected him more than just me. You know what I'm saying? So any situations or anything that come about, like I think twice, and I think of for me and him at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's
instead of just thinking for myself,
yeah,
but I hop down on something.
So you a better man. You a better man for it.
Definitely
yeah.
A better man.
So that everything you know you did to get you arrested and locked up, really, you know what I'm saying, wasn't worth it. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah, it definitely ain't worth it. Like I said, it's really gotten worse now. Nothing's worth it when it comes to the streets. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, people telling on you, like, you know, back in the day, somebody telling on you if they got caught with some major weight or a major situation, but shoot, somebody will tell right now for 3.5. Like, I mean, seriously.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, people telling for whatever just to get out of their situation.
Yeah.
People don't even want to do 30 days.
So on that note, that you're saying, when you came out and you found things to be different? Because now snitches end up in ditches, right?
Yeah. No.
Now it's the opposite.
Right.
Now it's I'm gonna sing like a bird, and I'm gonna fly free.
Yeah.
And fuck whoever got something to say about it. Look at your boy, the fruity dude,
Young Thug.
No. Oh man.
You talking about Tekashi?
That guy.
Right.
Yeah, 6'9".
I'm gonna keep it real with you.
I say Young Thug.
Like I wasn't necessarily in the streets, but I had family members that was
affiliated,
in the street, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just being around my cousin and seeing stuff, bro, this been going on for a while. The only difference now is Instagram have made it mainstream.
Yeah,
like,
it's kind of popular now.
I can, like, the furthest I can remember, I would say back in 2005 was like when the feds came through Hope and did a sweep. There were people, there are people that was fucked up in that did little shit, and people walk around like it wasn't nothing. So when this whole Tekashi shit hit, especially like me being like
it put
my
it on
cousin
front
being
page.
close with all that shit.
Yeah.
This shit wasn't nothing new to me. Street been dead.
Well, ain't nothing new under the sun.
Not the street, the myth of the street.
That's
been
see,
dead.
but that takes me to
There you go.
See, and that takes me to what I can't remember who I heard said it, but he was like, everybody lives by this code. And it's like the code that they live by really never existed. It's
Charleston White says there's no honor amongst thieves.
Hey man,
there never was.
That boy is a fool, man.
But it's true. They sitting here and they niggas doing 5, 10, 15, 20 years holding on to some shit. And everybody he love him suffering because he in there.
Listen,
motherfuckers dying and they passing that pain on to the family because now you ain't there.
Listen, my mother's family. My mother's family was all street. All the men in my mother's family was all street guys.
Same on my side. And then my father's was the straight and narrow.
My uncle, a week after I was born, was sentenced to 13 years. Did 13 to the door. My uncle came home, and he came home. He was straight for a year. My great uncles were still out here doing their thing. So my uncle came in under them and started doing his thing right along with him. My uncle took a bid for my great uncle. Like I say, he just did 30. He went to he was 18 and did 13 straight.
For the great uncle.
No, that was a 13 on him.
Okay. And then he
came
out
home and did another 8 for my uncle. People ain't doing that shit.
Nah. Yeah. And listen, to be honest with you, I don't think I would. I love my uncles. Don't get me wrong.
No. He didn't do it for him because he was doing this shit too.
But he took it on the head.
Yeah, because
he's still
he
quiet.
He could have told on Unc where he was getting it from and did time. But nah, he didn't do that. Well, you know, I'm doing whatever.
Okay. See, that puts a little more perspective on it.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't doing that shit no more, bro.
Very few. Very few. Yeah.
Like I said, that was back then. There was a lot of that going on. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, snitching ain't never stopped. It's always going on.
Right.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is,
as soon as
like
they go,
I say, back in the day,
you know,
the
they
morals
got you.
part of it was a little bit different. Like, say, if all of us, we brothers and we in this together. If we get jammed up, something go down, why I'm gonna knock all my brothers down if I got fucked up? You know what I'm saying?
That's my view on
it. Still eat when I come home, I'm gonna be good.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But see now, every man for himself. Like we all go, one person go down. Fuck it, I don't want him to go eat while I'm in jail.
Yeah.
I want everybody to come in here with me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's changed so much, bro.
Yeah.
It's changed so much.
The percentages flip flop because I feel what you're saying. Like if we was all for banging. We know the consequences of the life we living and what we doing. So if we all go down and we all involved, and I happen to be the one that get pinched, then I'm the one who got pinched. I fucked up.
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold that.
And they also wouldn't involve nobody that wasn't a part of that life.
Right.
Correct. Now,
nowadays, they'll just get something. Man, come on, bro. Hey, pulling people into some shit on some.
Well, let me tell you about this. And
shit happens quick.
About that.
Yeah.
If I come up with a bad idea quick, they say, "Hey, man, I got this idea. Go do it," and then you get caught. And then I'm like, wait, that happened so quick. I don't even know this motherfucker like that. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, somebody's ratting on somebody because it just happened so quick. You know what I'm saying?
That shit on all them cop shows.
Yeah.
Bro. I mean, like,
Put it on mainstream.
Like you said, the internet really done messed it up for everybody.
Yeah.
Bro.
You know what? Somebody said the internet put everybody on the same clock.
Definitely. That's true.
So there ain't nothing that you can do here on this side of the world that the other side of the world ain't gonna have access to, and vice versa.
It's just the weird shit now. It's like, a lot of things that you would never catch somebody that was a part of that life doing. They own it. They own the internet just doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you never,
live and
people
direct.
who was outside would know them. But if you didn't know them, you ain't know them. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what I say. The internet is crazy, bro. Because it's a lot of nobodies who is somebody because of the internet.
Right.
Yeah.
Because of the internet, bro.
Yeah.
That clout chasing is major right now.
It's a hell of a drug.
For the gram and for the likes.
Yeah.
There's a whole documentary on the shit, man.
Yeah, I seen
Social
it.
Dilemma. You
Yeah.
peeped it? If I suggest if y'all.
Yeah, no, it's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix called The Social Dilemma, and it talks about the algorithms and how they've designed the phone to where we're the fucking product.
Oh yeah, I'm finna look that
So
up.
it came out about 3 years ago or something like that.
Every major corporation and every major.
It's scary though, man. Like you watch it, you're like, fuck.
Anybody who got money out there and can get a hold of somebody who got a following and pull, and they gonna suck you in, and then you want to put your phone down, but you can't.
Yeah, look at us all day long. We got phones here, right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we were just talking about this last episode, real life algorithms. Like we could be in the box room, just me and you talking, and I can say, hey, man, the sky was blue yesterday. That shit was crazy. You saw that shit? You be like, hell yeah.
Be like,
all of a
man,
sudden,
I was looking at it the same time, blah, 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 blah. Listen, but that goes to man trying to play God. Because if you think about it, I think we touched on this too. Remember back in the days and you'd be like, I don't want to go to school. I wish it was already Friday. Well, you get sucked into this phone and into the cycle and into the routine, and before you know it, Friday's here. And you be like, shit, where the fuck this week just go? Like, this week flew by unless you really using your time and not letting the time and the phone use you. Yeah. You suck in the matrix.
But I kind of, hell yeah. I kind of wanted to go back a little bit to your time when you was in jail. Did you work while you was in there?
Bro, I ain't worked nothing.
You hear him say he slept?
He's honest, bro. I ain't do nothing, bro.
You ain't had no job or nothing to do?
Bro. They, you able to do the little
trustee shit.
Yeah, the trustee jump. But see over there, they made you cut your hair, so I wouldn't about all that.
Yeah, because you had dreads when you went in, right?
Cause see, like I say, I was thinking I was finna beat the case, so I wasn't finna go for it. But I ended up chopping my hand, sending it home. But I still wasn't working. I'm like, I ain't finna work for y'all, man. What I look like?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm finna chill, man. So it just ain't worth it to me, man. Cause it's like, oh yeah, yes sir, appreciate it. But it's like, soon as I seen a lot. I'm gonna be honest with you. At first, I thought about working just to like move around. But then I used to see how they do people. It's like when they did give you the jobs or whatnot, they kind of use that against you.
It's the new slavery, man.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Because if you do one thing wrong, you know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, with you working, you're around the female, so you get to see the female, you get the convo on, do whatever. But it's like as soon as you stepping on somebody that they might be talking to, they gonna do something to get you kicked out. So now all that time, it's just a waste of time. You done cut your hair for no reason. You know what I'm saying? All of that type of stuff. So it's like those are the type of games they were playing. They'll send you back. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't worth it to me. I ain't finna do that. Hater or like her, Candace Owens.
Yeah.
She was talking about how the police started out when they started freeing slaves.
Right.
And that was just another way. And the badges are the same, the motto's the same, and the theory behind it is still the same. It's a new form of slavery. Yeah. You free, but then someone else gonna catch you. Someone else gonna catch you out there because you free, but you were free from your slave.
Yeah.
You wasn't free from where you at now.
Right.
So
it's crazy.
The reason why I asked you that because this
13th Amendment, my boy.
Yeah. Jail, the prison system is pretty much like I say modern day slavery, bro. Yeah. That's how it's set up. It's set up to put us black and browns in there, bro, and make us work for little to none, and get their shit out of big corporations, man. Big business, man.
Yeah, it's definitely big business going on now, bro. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's definitely a lot of big business going on. wrong, but you know, it's a lot of things you can benefit from it too, you know. But at the end of the day, it's all in their favor. It ain't in your favor.
I was just about to say, do the pros outweigh the cons, though?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely outweigh the cons, man.
So let's say, okay, what would you say to a kid, maybe your son's age, or maybe even your son? You saw him going down the path, you know what I'm saying, that you know that's going to probably get him locked up. What would you say to that kid?
Yeah, it's funny you say that because that's one thing about it. It's like, you know, with a lot of people know me from just, you know, what I used to do and, you know, a lot of things that I was on. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that I am going to say that I'm not on that. Just to the point as far as like, I just choose not to be on that. You feel what I'm saying? Because I see the route that it's going to take you. So my advice would be to a lot of these young cats, bro, it's like, it ain't worth it, bro. Find you something else. I mean, go either, you know, like, hey, shoot, go get you a job. Like I say, it's multiple hustles out here to get you some money, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or even if you want to be in the streets, if that's what you want to choose to do, bro, you know, be smart about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, right now they got this thing, you know, fentanyl taking over.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
That shit.
And bro, it was, I'm going to just be honest with you, bro. When I hit prison, bro, it was probably 80% of the people coming through the door was on fentanyl charges, bro. And I'm talking about ain't none of them getting no 3, like I say, no 3 years or less, bro.
Football.
They banning you for that.
They are not fucking around with
it. It's
fentanyl,
like
bro.
Either you going to get banned for 10 years, 7, 8 plus, or you can be getting a life sentence in that 30 years plus because now that fentanyl done killed somebody.
Yeah.
So it ain't.
And you know what, man?
I wonder, like,
ban them all, bro.
Yeah,
get them all, bro. You should, like, you know, if you're gonna do drugs, bro, do drugs. You know, whatever. It's your choice, man. But the motherfuckers that's cooking the shit and cutting it up or whatever, I don't know the recipe. I'm just saying. But you know,
that's what Pete told us in the Crack Commandments.
Like you putting this fentanyl on there, bro. Like, not only are you, but you know, you can, you know, even if the drug dealers, bro. Like, you know, that's, to me, it's dumb because you selling drugs and you making your money off of that. Why would you fuck it up by putting that shit in there? And you're gonna end up getting the murder charge, bro, and you kill somebody. That's what they doing.
But they ain't thinking about that.
Not that they even think about it, bro. Even when you go to that, it's even bigger than it's bigger than that. Cause like a lot of these dudes, they just getting this stuff and they selling it. They don't know what's in this thing.
Yeah. Long live Gary Webb.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So like they're finding out that this shit got shit in it after something that goddamn happened. Mm-hmm. They don't know. They don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Know, because like quiet as kept. Like the government don't talk about that shit, bro, but the cartels is here in the United States and they've been here for a while now.
They talk about it.
And so like this shit that no, I'm saying like they don't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So like your average street seller, like even the dude that's the plug, he don't know what the fuck is in that shit that he fucking getting.
Yeah. It ain't even safe for drug dealers out here.
Yeah.
Nah.
And that's why,
it all depends on what you're doing too.
I was in a situation like that, bro, where, you know, I was doing my dealings and you know, my normal, you know, person I dealt with and I got some of that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And almost had a close call. And it's like, see, that's where we go back to that morals. It's like the game changed so much because it's like you do good business with people. And it's like the money, the degree and the money just take over their mind. But they don't care. They just weren't. They worried about the dollar.
That greed.
You know what I'm saying? At that point. So you'd rather do bad business right now just to get that money up. But you don't even know how long that run will last because you getting that money up for a hot month and it could cost you your life behind bars. You feel what I'm saying? There's a lot of that been going on. But it's just, you know, it's the greed part of it, man. You know, but on both sides of it, you got people who know what they dealing with the fentanyl, and you got some that don't know. So it's really messed up on both ends. You know what I'm saying? Because you got some real good people who actually do legitimate business out here, like as myself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if somebody give you something that you done dealt with, they always been legit each time. But then all of a sudden they just throw some bullshit in there. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yet you're this is your standards.
Trusting the rapport.
Yeah, this is your standards when you dealing with your people. So now you get you find out that you dealing with somebing that ain't legit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of that going on. You feel what I mean? So it's crazy.
Yeah. So y'all know who Gary Webb was though, right?
I never heard the name.
What?
Grow me up.
What? Okay, it is a movie and they skewed a little bit of it. It's called Kill the Messenger. So Gary Webb was an investigative reporter who ended up. I'm gonna water it down and make a long story short. He was an investigative reporter back in the early 90s who ended up finding out that all the drugs and crack and guns and shit that was coming in here, the government was bringing in here, and they were flooding it to the inner cities, and they were finding motherfuckers to push it.
Right, Snowfall.
I'm gonna have to watch that show.
Free Ricky Ross.
But Gary Webb ended up uncovering everything. Had names, dates, meets, pictures. I mean, the man did he was ready to bust it wide open. And then the powers that be found out. And when he went to his bigwigs at the Journal that were going to release the report, he told him everything. He told him everything and was like, this is what it is. It goes to this man, to this man, to this man. It flew in here. They landed in Alabama. The Clintons had some. I mean, the man had names, bro. He had a laundry list. Yeah. And they were like, okay. And they slid him a piece of paper and I'm like, this is what you're going to say you uncovered. And he was like, no, that's not. He goes, the point of being an investigative journalist is that we uncover the truth, the hard truth, whether you like it or not, and we're going to put it out there. Long story short, they ended up.
Never heard from again.
He wasn't. The man, he ended up, they kept fighting. He kept trying to fight it. He lost money in court, lawyers, fees. He ended up having a divorce. And then at the end of the day, the man ended up dying from 2 gunshot wounds to the head that they ruled a suicide. How the fuck you shoot yourself twice?
That happens in Snowfall, but it's a woman. Yeah.
Man, look, Kill the Messenger. It's a true story. Read about it first and then watch the movie, because if you watch the movie, it's gonna paint a picture.
Okay.
But read.
I just hate that they hustled my boy Rick Ross out of his life story.
Yeah, that's bullshit. We'll get it. That's an episode. We can get into that.
Well, you know whose history they teach you, right? The winners.
Oh yeah.
And the ones with the money and the power. They ain't gonna tell you the losers. They ain't gonna tell you what really happened. They gonna tell you what they want you to know happened.
So Cheese, check this. So you did your 3 years, right? 3 years was it? You said?
Yeah.
Okay. The day you get out, you're free as a bird, right? What's the first thing you do?
Come on, man. Why you gonna put the man on the spot like that? You know what the fuck he did.
He behind bars. Yeah, boy. He got makes up shape.
Yes, sir.
My lady, man. Shout out to my lady, man.
Yeah.
So, but honestly, bro, the first thing I did was, get in contact with my child.
Yeah.
And family, you know what I mean? And really thank God, because it's like, during that pandemic, I seen so many people lose their family members and, situations. And, even I lost my grandma in there too. You feel me? Luckily, thank God I was able to see her before I went in there, and I really took the time to go see her and spend time with her before I went in. But it's like, that type of stuff you can't get back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I made sure I got in contact with my close family, like my mom and my dad, you know what I'm saying? Just to check in, hey, where you at? Can I see you soon? You know what I'm saying? Like, because you want to make sure you do those type of connections, man, because time's so short. So, I mean, I ate good. I mean, I tried to eat good, should I say.
What's the first thing you ate? What's the first thing you wanted?
I was going to ask the same thing. Did you hit a fast food spot, or you wanted a hot in the cock?
I had some chicken, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think I had some chicken.
Like somebody's house or?
No, KFC.
Bro, you used to love KFC.
Man, you went and ate them clones, chicken clones.
I think it was KFC, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I think it was either KFC or Popeye. One of them, bro.
Yeah.
I wanted some chicken, bro.
You put the honey on it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you taught me that, bro. Hey, shout out to you, man, because you taught me that, bro.
Man, honey and hot sauce on the fried chicken.
Honey on the chicken, bro. Yeah. We used to go to KFC, get the little $5 box, remember, or whatever. And he's like, man, I saw him putting honey on. I was like, damn, that look good. And ever since then, bro, I've been putting honey on it.
Yeah.
That's good eating right there.
Yeah.
I mean, like, really, I was just happy. Like, honestly, like I say, like how when you asked me earlier, like, what changed about me, it's like, when you go through all those type of situations, bro, when you come out kind of appreciate the simple things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like sitting in front of your TV,
right?
Your couch, relaxing, chilling, and, you know,
doing what the fuck you want.
Spending time with family.
No orders. You know what I'm
saying?
You can roll up, drink, have a little drink or something.
Yeah.
Like all of these different things that you can do without nobody giving you orders. You know what I'm saying?
Or telling you when you can do what you want to do.
Yeah. So I ain't gonna lie, probably like the first couple of weeks, bro, I was just happy to sit in front of my TV, watching TV. You know, order a couple of different places to eat. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So it's the simple things that really made me happy.
I got a question, but I'm gonna say this because it taught you to appreciate and value things that you probably, I don't want to say took for granted, because that's harsh to say, not knowing.
No, that's right though. You know, cause a lot of us now, we take everything for granted, bro. Like,
because we think it's always gonna be there.
Yeah.
You're
talking about everything. Your family.
Yeah.
You know, it could be your family or just money.
Yeah.
Or, you know, doing good.
Yeah.
You know.
They say at the end of the day, as humans, if you take every fucking thing away that we got, let's say the economy, the world, technology, games, movies, the only thing a motherfucker wants is to be loved. Whether it's a friendship, a homie, a female, a touch. That's it. That and procreating. That's all. That's all really we here on this earth to do.
Right.
But what my question is, what did you find the most, I don't want to say outrageous, but the biggest thing that you were like, what? They doing that now? Because, 3 years ain't a long time, but it's a long fucking time.
Yeah. A lot of shit can go down.
A lot of shit goes down in 3 years.
Yeah, bro.
So what did you come out that you found the most surprising? That's the best way I guess I could ask.
Shit, I mean, the first thing that was most surprising, everybody done messed up the money. I'm like, money. How,
Shout out to the PPP hustlers.
Nobody ain't got no money again. Like, how, bro? I mean, that's what blew me. But I mean,
they got cars and pictures.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of war stories.
Whole bunch of stories. And that's what you heard too. Cause a lot of people and that's the thing too. When I was leaving, a whole bunch of people was coming in, and these the people who still got to see them little, loans and whatnot, but they done messed it up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just it was crazy. Bro.
Yeah.
But like I say, it's definitely different out here. You know what I'm saying? Just seeing how people
everybody moving different.
Even industries wise, it's real different, bro.
Yeah.
I hear stories all the time. Like I was just talking to one of my dogs today. A lot of people doing real desperate stuff right now to get money. You know what I'm saying? You can't even go hang out, go to the club, go eat with your family. Can't do this without somebody might be sitting outside the parking lot behind a tent watching. To come up on a quick lick. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the stuff that's going on. So it's like it's really done got more desperate out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot of stuff has changed, man. A lot of stuff has changed.
So you stay in Lakeland, right?
Yeah, I stay in Lakeland.
What part of town did you find the most different though? Because they done did a lot of shit downtown. I know you remember the bottom. Over there by the police station and all that, where they put all them highways and all them high rises.
Well, see, that's the thing. When I first got out, I came to Lakeland. I stayed in Lakeland for a couple of weeks. Then I went to St. Pete. When I went to St. Pete.
Shout out St. Pete.
Oh, yeah. Shout out St. Pete. I went to St. Pete, and I stayed down there for a little bit. I stayed with one of my close homies. And, just, got a little money and, got a little job and whatnot.
Got
just
the bag
to kind
up.
of stay out of the way.
Yeah.
But it's like me sitting down there for that little bit of time really showed me how depressing this thing, everything that got. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like the craziest thing for you to see is for you to be gone for so long, and then you come back and everybody doing the same shit.
I remember having this conversation with you.
Yeah,
when you
I
got
think
out.
that's the most depressing shit. Like, cause I remember the first day I had came back to the city. One of my cousins, shout out to my cousin, man, Kamal, man. He came, he took me to the house. He showed up, man, hooked me up with some bread, got me tattooed, all kind of, all that type of fun stuff. Hung out, smoked good, drank good.
Yeah.
But it's like that. I ain't gonna lie. That time I sat at his house for a couple hours, bro, and I seen the stuff that was going on. I was like, golly, bro. It's like this the same shit that was going on when I left. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing changed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, in your mind, you think like, dang, okay, I could probably get out here and get some money, but then it's like that shit depressing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Y'all ain't changed nothing. You You know what I'm saying? Like nothing changed. You feel me? And it's kind of sad. So, but it make you think as a person, like, yeah, bro, this ain't what you want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It'll make you change your mind because it's like either you can go back and do the same shit again and maybe end up in the same place again. You know what I'm saying? Or you can change your ways and change, you know, how you look at stuff in life. And that's what I chose to do, man, because it's crazy to be, it's called insanity for you to do the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
Thinking expect a different outcome.
Yeah. I know that feeling because I remember when I first moved here, going back home and seeing, like, going to my places that I used to hang out at or whatever, seeing the same old shit, bro. Like, damn, I was like, damn, these cats still on this?
No elevation.
Yeah, it's like, bro. Growth. And then I'm the guy that's too good, you know? Yeah. Oh, Lou, you changed, bro, since you moved to Florida? You know?
Like, damn right, motherfucker.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I think I did change a little bit, bro. Thanks for pointing it out to me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, you know, we're going to wrap this thing up, but before we wrap it up, man, I want to ask you one last question. I want to give you an opportunity to give a quick shout out to the people that looked out for you when you was locked down and the people that continue to lock down. There's a special group of people you want to give. You can give names and everything.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely.
So show them love right now while we here, and then we'll wrap this thing up.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to definitely get a shot. Before we do that, though, before, like you just said about that change, people got to understand that change can be good sometimes.
Yes, sir.
You know
Yes, sir.
So don't ever get scared or get discouraged about change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might get the backlash from your homies or people like that, but then you got to think and understand that the people who are giving you that backlash or that criticism, I bet 100% they're going to be the same people that's doing the same thing over and over again.
That's a fact. So that's a fact, Jack.
It's your choice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want to elevate, like you say, elevate, or you want to be in the same place. And see, that's what people got to understand, man. I'm trying to elevate. I ain't trying to be in the same place. I ain't going to do the same thing I did you know, 3 years ago.
Yeah. And that's always been your train of thought ever since you got out, because I remember we've had this conversation before off, you know, on the phone, talking for a few hours, just, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure out the next move for you and shit like that.
And one more thing, too, you know, like you were saying, you know, I want to let a lot of these young cats know, because it's like, it's sad because, you know, us growing up, we had TV or, you know, we had real parents in our life or whatever. That we could actually use that in our life.
Right.
Like
and we also had OGs too, man.
Yes.
A lot they locked up our OGs, bro.
Not that they locked them up. It's just because now I feel like everybody, like, people don't value knowledge. The only knowledge that they wisdom. Let me change that.
Wisdom.
Only the wisdom that they value is if that wisdom is coming from a person with money or status.
That's true.
Fact.
Well, you know, knowledge and wisdom is new money.
You could, like, I would just say, like, me from growing up, like, you could get wisdom from a crackhead.
Mm-hmm. I got a lot of wisdom from crackheads.
Like,
and my car wash.
You took good notes.
Like, I would say, like, my dad had his own business, but he also had people who he grew up with that, you know, shit, they lived through the 80s and early 90s. So you had people who were straight, who had it all and lost it all. Mm-hmm. So, like, you can get wisdom from anybody, but nowadays they don't respect none of that. So,
and you know why they don't respect it? Because they feel like with you being older than them, you kind of trying to tell them what to do, but it ain't that. I'm just trying to show you the game, like what I done been
giving you the game for free.
The same way that I went.
Yeah. It's just like talking to your son, or me talking to my kid, or these guys talking to their kids. We tell them stuff is because our parents did it to us too.
Yeah.
You know, and we didn't listen, but we wasn't as naive either. I don't think our generation was, but you know, and that goes on and on. You know, we tell them what we know, what we've been through. I just told my son the other day, boy, ain't no lie you can tell me in the world that I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Well, you know what they say on that whole elevation note. A man that sees the world at 40, the same way he saw it at 20, has wasted 20 years.
Ooh, that's a horn right there.
That's a Confucius moment.
Yeah, hey, by the way, this is Confucius right here, a.k.a. Tone, man. We call him Confucius.
Yes, sir.
He come with that knowledge, man.
But yeah, like I say, man, you know, definitely that message to the youth, bro. It's like, you know, y'all got to see, man, there's a lot of smoke and mirrors going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
All y'all see is the internet and what's going on out there, but, bro, it's real life. You know what I'm saying?
They
like
see the success, not the struggle.
All that what you see on the internet it come with prices.
Yeah.
And it definitely come with repercussions too. So
yeah. But also, and on the other side of it too, is guys like us, guys like you, you know, these kids are so naive and don't want to listen. It kind of aggravates us, right? Yeah. And so we kind of go,
all right, go out there and bump your head then.
Yeah. And we also kind of, you know, ignore them, turn our backs on them, whatever. It takes, or it's going to take us to be kind of, you know, strong-willed to say, you know, go through all that aggravation and annoyance and be like, nah, this is what you need to be doing, and just stay on them, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't let that ignorance, you know, deter you from not trying to help the little, you know, the little ones, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like I said, man, let's get some shout outs to the people that held you down while you was gone, bro, and the people that continue to hold you down, because they deserve a shout out, bro.
But yeah, definitely, man. I'm going to definitely give some shout outs, man. Definitely to my brothers, man. You know, my whole family, man. From I'm talking about from Miami, St. Pete, all across, man. My brother, Big Stingy, man. You know who he is. You know, and like I say, shout out to you know, Stingy World. If y'all go look at that website out for that clothing line, man, it's stingyworld.com.
Yeah.
Man, Stingy World, STINGYWORLD.com. Stingyworld.com. You can go get all clothing sizes, you know, for women and men, you know, kids and adults. And also check out the Real Stingy World. That's on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? We real close with a couple people who are real public figures out here, and we trying to bless people out here, man.
Yeah.
And so make sure y'all tune in on that too. And that's, like I say, that's the Real Stingy World, and that's on TikTok. And also, last but not least, my brother JJ, man, down there in Miami, man. That's with SolomonReSchool.com, the real estate school. And just to let you know, also, we're actually doing 50 scholarships for 50 students.
Okay, that's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all tap in and tune in, which y'all can also look up on the realstingyworld.com. The Real Stingy World TikTok, which they'll actually be uploading in about a week or so with that. But we're actually giving 50 scholarships out to 50 students, and the ages have to be 18 to 21, and you have to have a juvenile record. We're looking out for these people. You feel what I'm saying? So don't get discouraged if you done been through a couple situations in your past or whatnot, but you want to change your life. You got a chance to change your life, and if you want to get some more info on that, make sure you give a call, and that's 754-280-3400. You can actually give a call and get more information about that. You can apply right now, and you can actually, like I say, you can get your certificate for real estate license in about 30 days, man, if you really dedicated. So
yeah, and you got to this, that, and the other promo code is 07. Nah, I'm just playing.
But yeah, man, either way, on either one of these sites that I've given you, like I say, stingyworld.com or SolomonReSchool.com, man, you make a shout out, man. Tell them Big Cheese sent you, man. That's, you know, I'm the big homie. So they gonna definitely look out for you, and we gonna look out, man. We gonna make sure y'all keep it positive out here, man. Get your ass out these streets, bro.
Yeah, man. Anybody else?
Oh yeah, definitely want to give a shout out to you guys, man. You know what I'm saying? Me out here, man.
Yeah.
Want to give a shout out to y'all, bro.
Yeah, man.
This is definitely a positive move.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I know I'll be back many a time. So
yeah, man, we definitely gonna have you back, bro.
Real good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this has been another episode. So you don't want to shout out your moms for holding you down?
Yeah, well, you know.
That's
your girl held you down?
Yeah, you know, I definitely got to give a shout out to my girl, Mom Dukes, you know, Pops, everybody.
Son, all that.
Son,
family.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And definitely a shout out to God, bro.
Word,
man. Because, I mean, it's like a lot of stuff I seen in there, bro. I ain't going to lie, bro. I done seen people, you know, jump off the top balcony, hang themselves in the shower, all kind of stuff, bro. So it's like, you know, that type of stuff. If you ain't got a strong mind, bro, it'll take you up and through that, man. So,
yeah,
you know, it's and you know, water system going out, all kind of stuff, bro. I can go through a whole 10 episodes about the stuff that went down in them, man. But
yeah, we gonna definitely come back and have you back on, and we're gonna talk about all that good, all that weird, crazy stuff, man. But it's been real, man. We glad to have you on, man.
Yeah.
We're glad to be
definitely gonna have you back on, man.
Gotta have him and Zeke on here together.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Proud, man, I'll definitely be back.
Yeah, so quick shout out to everybody that's holding someone down while they in prison or in jail.
Yes, sir.
You know, look out for your homies, man. You know, I know we talked a couple times when you was in there. You know, I even shot you a little bit of bread. Wasn't much. I don't know if you ever got it.
Man, it don't matter. People gotta understand, man. It don't matter what you're saying, man.
Yeah.
$5 gonna get some chips, man, and some soups in that.
Yeah.
You know
I mean, I figured it would help, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to anybody holding someone down in prison, man. If your homeboy locked up, man, or whatever, your loved one, go see them, man. You know, send them some bread, man. You know, just let them know that there's people out there that still love them, you know, because prison and jail is not easy thing to get through. You know, it could bring a lot of mental problems to a person, and you know, just look out for your people, man.
Yeah, people don't understand, man. Even if you ain't got the money, bro, mail is good.
Pictures.
Yeah,
There you go, mail. Yeah.
Let somebody know that you still there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that was all my cousin shit. I used to send them bread.
Money ain't always everything, because at the end of the day, if you got a hustle in you out on the street, you can still have the same hustle in there. Yeah. So it ain't nothing gonna change.
Hold on, wait. Before we get off here, bro, since you said that, bro, like this female I talked to, right? Her dad died right now. He doing like 10 years, bro. Like, I remember my cousin, the one that you know. He used to always tell me, like, whenever he got in, he only need you to send him something for like the first month. After that, he never asked for anything. He gonna do what he gotta do, and he's straight, bro. Like, man, bro, this man, he paying her car payment from behind he pay her car payment. He called like 3 times a day and be like, hey, listen, I need you to do woo for this and woo for that. Like, man, bro, I didn't know that people in jail is like getting money like this.
Bro.
Like, bro getting money like he got a 9 to 5 that he go to every day.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. It's a lot of millionaires in prison, bro. I put that on everything I love, bro. It's people making more money than people making out here on the street in prison, bro.
Damn.
Like,
shout out to my dogs in the Old Town, man.
Shout out.
Hey, that's where they from.
You already know.
Like, a dude she used to talk, she would tell me, like, the dude she used to talk to before me, she like, man, bro, he would say, do this, whatever, and like, he's sending a 20-pack. Like, man, bro, he behind the wall. How he doing that? Like, man, I don't know how he doing it, but that's what he was doing. I'm like, God damn, ain't no people in jail with doing it.
You would be surprised the hustle game that's going on behind the wall, bro.
That shit is real.
It's the same as the streets, bro.
We gonna definitely get into that on part 2 of this thing.
No, we not. That's about as much as we get into that.
Yeah, we ain't telling on nobody around here. Yeah. One love, y'all.
Everybody behind that wall, man.
Yeah, man. We holding it down for y'all, man. Stay strong.
Yeah, man.
This, that, and the other.
That end day to be coming soon.
Yeah, man. Big Cheeze.
So if you got it, then cherish it. You know the code never switch. My love legit. You know I'ma go all out for my shit. If we ever fall out, get it grip, get it right back. And if it's up, let it stick, and it's like that.